What's up, guys? It's DJ from the Pints and Polishing Podcast. This is another impromptu podcast brought to you by yours truly. Got some good feedback from the first one I did, so I said, you know what? Why not make it a regular thing? I might call it, Off the Dome with DJ. Who knows? Typically, I'm driving in my truck. Is when I have all my best ideas or when I'm creative or just kind of want to talk and blab and so forth. So that first one was recorded in the truck. This one, it is Sunday. March 31st. I'm in the office this morning or this afternoon. It's my wife's birthday weekend, and she's got all of her girlfriends over today. Like, they were cooking breakfast and stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to skip out and go to the office and do some work. So that's what I'm doing today. But there's something that I did want to talk to you guys about that was brought up by just a couple of events that I had go on in my life personally recently. And I'm like, you know what? I guarantee you someone's either been through this or can avoid what has been happening to me currently. So a little bit of backstory on me the past couple weeks. So those of you who are avid listeners to the podcast know that there's the joke right now is that I'm 30, and Marty always gives me shit because at 30, I have admitted to not picking Coors Light as my original or my first choice of beer anymore, or going to sleep early, or pulling a muscle from playing basketball. All these things are jokes just because, hey, I'm getting older, but I've been giving him shit for getting old for some time, and now it's kind of turned around on me. Cool. But, so some backstory. When I did pull a muscle in my neck 2 weeks ago, I was playing basketball, and I turned real quick, and then it just like, bam, like I could not move. I was shut down for a couple days. So I went to the chiropractor, and he popped me back into place. I was good to go. A couple days later, same thing. And I'm like, man, this really sucks. So I was out having a beer with my friend about a Saturday ago, so about a week and a day ago. And we're talking about life and marriage, really just, you know, his wife is friends with my wife, so we get together and just talk about our marriages, what's going right, what's going wrong, how we're being great husbands, how we're being shitty husbands. I mean, we all know, right? So towards the end of the night, I'm talking about, you know, my back and what happened, and he's like, hey man, come to my house on Monday and let me get you checked out. So I go over to his house on Monday, and he's a physical therapist. Like, he's an actual doctor. He's a physical therapist. And I lay on the table. He's like, dude, D, you are freaking tight, man. Like, what is going on? So we do some cupping, some different exercises and so forth, and he kind of sets me up on a plan to kind of get my back in line. So pretty much what's going on is that my muscles are so tight, I'm kind of restricted, so I can't really move certain movements, especially overhead, a lot, just because of the amount of like tissue damage, I guess, or whatever's going on there. I'm not a doctor. I'm just going off of what he said. So there was that. So there's the initial incident, there's the chiropractor, and then there's the PT, and then so the Friday, so the 29th was my wife's birthday. Well, she loves going to the massage. She loves getting a massage. She loves going to brunch. So I had this whole day planned out for her. So at 9 o'clock, we went to Berkshire Salon and Day Spa. Here it's a massage. It's a salon here in Tulsa, but they do massage therapy as well. So we booked a couples massage, and it was awesome. We get in, we lay down, everything's going great. And the massage therapist is like, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, well, I've been detailing cars for the past 16 years of my life. She goes, okay, that makes sense. And I'm like, what's up? And of course, my wife's laying there, and she's like, "Yeah, let's hear it." And she's like, "Well, I can't move your shoulder at all. Like it's just stuck here, and you hear this creaking noise on the other side over here. That shouldn't sound like that. It's a creaking and cracking noise in your back when I do that." And I'm like, "Yeah, so what's up?" She goes, "Well, it looks like you have some muscle damage, some scar tissue, some tissue damage, and like." You really need to be careful and start making some actionable steps to get this taken care of because it could be disastrous to your back long term. And I'm like, great, this is exactly what I wanted to hear, and especially what I wanted to hear. My wife is laying next to me, so I can't even hide the fact that I've got some crap going on. You know, guys, you know, when you're hurting, your back's hurting, or your leg's hurting, or whatever, you don't want to go into, like, we're men, right? We don't want to tell our wives that kind of crap. We'll patch it up and keep on rolling, right? Well, that happened, so I'm like, man, this is crazy. So after that, I take her to brunch. We go get some wings or something, and then wings for brunch, right? I wanted a Bloody Mary, but it was I don't know what it was. Anyways, so we go get brunch, and then we go and I surprise her to a yoga studio. There's a yoga studio in Tulsa called Press Yoga, and we went there. And I don't go to yoga all the time. She does, and that was great. She was super surprised. I did good. Everything was awesome. Well, during yoga, there's meditation that's involved. And as I'm laying there meditating, I'm like, man, I have literally been detailing for 16 years of my life. Now, a lot of you can relate to this. We work sun up to sundown, 12-hour, 14-hour days, 7 days a week, nonstop. We can just do this. There's something sick about us as detailers being machines, and we just work. I don't know why we do it, but we just do it. We don't have to do it, but we do it. And I say we don't have to do it. We don't have to work 7 days, 12 hours a day to make ends meet. We enjoy doing that. I'm sure we can work 8-hour days for 5 days a week and make ends meet just fine, but we're sick creatures and we just keep on grinding. Well, I'm laying there and I'm reflecting. I'm like, man, like I've been doing this for 16 years, and I'm trying to think of the amount of motion, the same, like, you know, if you're polishing a car, you're doing the same motion over and over and over and over again. I think they say that just imagine the amount of hours that I spent or you spend doing those same motions over and over and over again. It's no surprise now that I have issues with my back. There's no surprise whatsoever, because I wasn't doing things in my career to prevent those. I'm just getting up, I'm pounding a Red Bull, pounding some coffee, and I'm scarfing down fast food, and I'm just going. That's me for the past 16 years of my life, right? And now I have an issue. So what I'm getting at, you guys got the backstory of me, and it's not a sob story. Oh, look at me, like I'm still fine. I'm gonna get through this. It'll be just fine. I'm gonna fix it. Like I'm just determined that that's just gonna happen. But I'm glad it happened, because it's a wake-up call for me to be able to use my story to hopefully prevent this from happening to some of you guys that haven't gotten this far yet to where that's an issue. My only advice in all this whole story about me is to really take a step back and reflect on what it is you're doing to your body physically. Now, most of us have to detail. Some of us don't, some of us do. Some of you built teams where you don't have to detail, so it's not an issue for you. Some of you do, and some of you thoroughly enjoy it. It's not that you're not there yet, it's that you actually enjoy detailing. I enjoy it, but 50% of the time. I love business development. That's where my passion is. I love working on the business, but I also get antsy and I need to work in the business sometimes just to stay active and stay, up to speed with detailing in general. But I want to encourage you to please just take a step back, look at your body, and listen to your body through meditation or whatever it is. Maybe do some stretching in the morning, maybe do some yoga, whatever it is. But really take care of your body, because your body is your temple. It's what's going to keep you going. So if you enjoy detailing and you want to keep doing it for the next 5-10 years, well, something happens to your body, you're shut down. You can't do anything. That's it. So that's my story. That's what I wanted to kind of just share with you guys, to really take a step back, because we can't grind. Literally, we can't wake up, slam a Red Bull, slam fast food, and I didn't even touch on health as far as like what you're putting into your body on a daily basis as well. Because a lot of us are, like I said, fast food, we don't drink enough water, soda, energy drinks, and we just go. Whatever it takes to put in our body to keep us going for the day, that's what we do, right? So I'm not begging you, but it's like, please just take a step back and look at your body, because it would really suck to have to do things later in life that you could have prevented up front. So if I can catch any of you young guys, especially you young ones is who I used to, like, who I'm talking about. I'm talking the 7 days a week, 80-hour weeks. Just grinding, just pounding Red Bulls, energy drinks, and going after it, right? So that's all I got for you guys today. Hope it brings you some kind of value at all. Just take care of your body, guys. Listen to what your body's telling you. Do some stretching. I think that's just the basic, the start. It should just stretch every day, morning and night, just to keep your muscles active. Because just think about it, when you're wiping a car in one direction, every single car you do, you're doing the same motion over and over to your body, and muscles are being used, and there's joints and muscles in your body that are being used to do those motions. And if you're doing over and over and over again the same thing, you're wearing them down. So try to do the opposite. If you're waxing on, try to wax off. The wax on, wax off motions. Just try to switch it up. But keep your body active and fit and so forth. So that's all I got for you guys today. Sorry for the ramble. Hopefully it brought you guys some value. Hey, talk to you guys soon. And as Marty would say, make it a great day.